Welcome to It's English Podcast. I'm Brian, and I'm so happy to have you here. Let's learn English the easy and fun way together.
Hey, English learners. Welcome back to the It's English Podcast.
Your friendly place to learn easy English through real-life conversations. I'm Brian.
And I'm Mary. We're really happy you're here today. Maybe you're on a bus, or sitting in your favorite chair, or lying in bed with your earphones, just trying to relax your mind.
Ah, yes, the mind. Even before we started recording, my thoughts were already active. One voice said, check your notes. Another said, you sound nervous. And another one said, what if you say something wrong?
I totally understand that. Sometimes my brain feels like a group chat. One message is calm, one is full drama, and one is just sending anxiety for no reason. If your mind feels like that, if your inner voice is loud, if you are hard on yourself, you are not strange. You are human, and you are exactly where you need to be.
Today, we want to talk about that inner voice, the way you speak to yourself, inside your own mind. Because that voice can do two things. It can push you down, or it can help you grow.
I know that voice very well. It stopped me from taking chances. It kept me quiet when I wanted to speak. It made me believe I was not good enough for many years, until one conversation changed everything. That moment changed who I am today.
That's powerful. And I think many listeners are still in that before stage, before that change, where the inner voice feels strong and confusing.
Yes, and here's something important. If you don't understand that voice, you can't respond to it. It's like playing a game without knowing the rules.
So today, we'll slow things down. We'll look at what that voice says, and we'll learn how to respond. Not with fake positivity, but with honest, kinder thoughts.
And we'll keep everything simple, clear English, no difficult words, just ideas you can use in real life. And if you don't understand everything, that's completely okay. Just relax and listen. You can always come back later.
And at the end, we'll explain some useful words, slowly and clearly, so they really stick with you. If you enjoy this style, please like and subscribe. It helps more learners find us.
And we'd love to hear from you. What do you say to yourself in your mind? A kind sentence, or maybe a difficult one you want to change?
All right, let's begin. Part 1. The noisy group chat in your mind. Imagine this. Your mind is like a group chat, and inside it, there's a bully, a coach, a wise voice, and a drama voice, all talking at the same time.
That feels very real. My brain is like a group chat at 2 a.m. No filter, too many messages, and complete chaos. So this is our starting point. Not you are broken, not you are lazy, just this. Your mind is loud, and some voices are not kind. Step by step, we will learn to reduce one voice and increase another.
Yes, because inside that group chat, you have different voices. One says, you can do this. That's your coach. Another says, you always fail. That's your bully.
And there is another voice, the worried one. Be careful. Stay quiet. Don't make mistakes. It thinks it is helping you, but it makes you feel stuck, overwhelmed, like your mind is too full. This is your negative mindset, the way you see yourself again and again. Maybe you think, I'm always late. My English will never improve. Others are better than me.
And when you think like that, your feelings grow stronger. One small problem becomes many.
Yes, you make one small mistake and your mind says, that was embarrassing. Then, you always do this. Then, people will laugh at you. And suddenly, a small moment becomes a big problem.
Maybe you know this feeling. Someone corrects you, and inside, you feel uncomfortable. You stop speaking. You want to disappear.
And then you stay quiet. You don't speak. You don't join. Outside, you look calm, but inside, you feel tired from your own thoughts.
Yes, and over time, that voice grows stronger. It talks about everything, not just English. Your life, your future, your confidence.
If you feel this right now, please don't feel bad. Nothing is wrong with you. This is just a pattern, a habit your mind learned.
And the good news is, habits can change. Slowly, step by step. Your mindset is not fixed. It can grow.
So today, we are not trying to stop thoughts. That's not possible. We want to understand them and give more power to the right voice.
The inner coach. The voice that is honest but kind. The voice that builds you, not breaks you.
In the next part, we will listen carefully to that bully voice, how it speaks in real life, in class, at work, and when you are alone. Because once you understand it, you can finally respond, not with anger, but with something stronger. Okay, now let's go deeper.
Yes, let's listen carefully to that inner voice. Not in movies,
But in real life.
in your everyday moments.
So let's slow things down and look at 3 situations.
In class,
On your phone.
and at night in bed.
The bully is very active in all 3.
First situation. You are in a class.
Or maybe a meeting.
Someone asks a question.
And inside your mind, you actually know the answer.
Maybe you think, I think it's present perfect.
And for one moment, you feel a little confident.
You're ready to speak.
Your mouth starts to open.
And then the bully appears.
Wait, what if you're wrong?
What if people judge you?
Better stay quiet.
And just like that, you stop.
You close your mouth. You look shy.
But the truth is, you just lost a small battle.
With your own inner voice.
Now, second situation. Your phone.
You want to send a message in English.
Maybe to a teacher
A manager.
or someone important to you.
You type the message.
And then that voice comes again.
Who do you think you are? Your English isn't good enough.
They won't take you seriously.
So what do?
You delete it.
Maybe you try again.
Record a voice note.
Delete it again.
2 times.
3 times.
And then later, the same voice says,
Why don't you take action? Why are you always passive? It's like, wait, you stopped me.
exactly. It's confusing. Now, the third place.
Where the bully is strongest.
Bedtime.
You're lying down,
Phone in your hand.
and your mind starts replaying everything.
Why did you say that?
Why didn't you speak?
Why are you stuck?
One thought becomes another,
And another,
and suddenly, everything feels heavy,
like you're carrying too much.
even on a normal day.
So at the end of the day, it's not your English that tires you.
It's this inner fight inside your own head.
And if this feels like you, we understand.
We've both been there, many times.
So the question is, if the bully is in control,
How do we change that?
how do we bring a better voice?
That's where the inner coach comes in.
Let's talk about that. Because just saying, stop thinking negative,
Doesn't work.
we need a better way, a new voice.
Think of your mind like a group chat,
You can't remove the bully,
but you can add someone new,
a coach,
calm
supportive.
and honest.
The bully says, you failed, you're not smart.
The coach says, okay, that hurt. Let's understand what happened.
And improve next time.
Same situation, different response.
Let me share something personal.
My first big English class, I was very nervous.
Yeah?
My voice was shaking. I forgot what to say. And one student corrected me.
Ouch, that must have hurt.
It really did. When I got home, my inner bully started talking.
What did it say?
You're a bad teacher. You'll never improve. Just give up.
And that kind of thinking stops everything. You don't try again.
Exactly. But after a few days, I did something different.
What did you do?
I wrote down what really happened. And I asked myself, if this was my student, what would I say?
Ah, that's powerful.
And that's when my inner coach spoke.
And what did it say?
Okay, it wasn't perfect, but you showed up. You tried. That takes courage. Next time, prepare more. Breathe slowly. And it's okay to make mistakes.
That feels so much better.
Yes, much lighter.
That's a big realization. You don't need to be perfect to be kind to yourself.
You can grow and still be kind.
Try this next time. When you make a mistake, don't say, "I'm stupid."
Say instead, I feel embarrassed, but this is just one moment. What can I learn?
That small change changes everything. Now, there's another idea, very important,
Your mind works like an algorithm.
like social media.
If you watch cooking videos,
You get more cooking videos.
if you watch negative content,
You get more negativity. Your brain works the same way.
the thoughts you repeat become your reality.
If you think, "I'm lazy, I'm behind," your brain finds proof.
Look, you didn't finish that. Look, others are better.
But if you notice small wins,
Everything changes. I practiced English today. I tried something new. I stepped outside my comfort zone.
then your brain says, "Wait, maybe I'm improving."
Maybe I'm moving forward.
And that's powerful. Every small action,
Gives new information to your brain.
it shows a new version of you.
You don't need fake positivity.
You just need to choose what to focus on.
So if you want to feel better, you don't need magic.
You need small, consistent actions.
That send a new message to your mind.
All right, now let's make this practical.
Yes, real things you can actually do every day, not complicated.
Not overwhelming.
Just small habits.
That work even on your tired days.
Let's start with the morning.
Because your mind starts talking as soon as you wake up.
And most people reach for their phone immediately.
Yes, we check messages, social media, news,
And suddenly, we're inside other people's lives.
other people's problems, other people's opinions.
And then we ask, why do I feel tired already?
Before breakfast. So try something different.
Before you touch your phone,
Say one sentence to yourself.
or write it,
Something simple. Today, I will be kind to myself.
or today I will take one small step in English.
It takes 10 seconds.
But it changes your direction,
You are telling your brain, I am in control today.
not the noise, not the world.
You.
Now, the second habit, for difficult moments,
Those fast emotional moments.
when something hurts
Or embarrasses you.
or triggers doubt,
For example, someone laughs at your mistake.
or you see something online and feel less than others.
Or you receive a message that brings back old fears.
In that moment, do nothing.
Just for a few seconds.
Don't reply.
Don't react.
Just pause.
Then ask yourself, what is my inner bully saying?
Maybe it says, you're not good enough. People don't respect you.
Now ask a second question. What would my coach say?
Maybe, yes, this hurts, but it doesn't define me.
I can respond later when I feel calm.
You can't control your first thought,
But you can choose your second.
and that's your power.
That's where growth begins.
It's like music. A random song plays.
You didn't choose it.
You can change it.
Or keep listening.
Now, the third habit, nighttime.
This one is very important.
Because many people replay only their mistakes.
I should have said this. I did that wrong. I wasted the day.
That's a negative summary every night.
No wonder you feel heavy.
So tonight, try something new.
Before you sleep, write 3 things.
3 small wins.
Very small is okay. I listened to English today.
I tried speaking.
I went outside.
That's enough.
This trains your brain to see progress.
Not just problems.
You are telling your mind, I am moving forward.
And over time,
Something changes.
your confidence grows,
Slowly, quietly.
but strongly.
You start seeing yourself differently. Not perfect.
But improving,
Not fearless.
but brave enough to try. You're not becoming a robot.
With zero negative thoughts.
You're becoming human.
With a kinder voice.
And that changes everything. Before we finish, let's add one more idea.
Yes, something simple, but very powerful.
It's called catch and change.
Catch your thought and change it.
During the day, notice one negative thought.
Just one.
For example, my English is bad.
Now, don't fight it. Just adjust it.
Change it slightly. My English is improving.
Or, I'm still learning.
Not fake positivity.
Just a better direction.
Another example. I always fail.
Change it to, sometimes I struggle, but I keep trying.
Small change, big effect.
Because words shape thoughts,
And thoughts shape actions.
and actions shape your future.
You don't need perfect thinking.
Just slightly better thinking.
Again and again.
And one day, you'll notice something.
Your inner voice has changed.
It's calmer
Kinder.
and stronger.
That's when real confidence begins.
All right, before we say goodbye,
Let's take a slow walk through some useful words.
just relax and listen.
You don't need to memorize everything.
Just let the ideas stay with you. First word, mindset.
Mindset is your usual way of thinking
About yourself.
and about life.
It's like your mind's default setting.
For example, her mindset used to be negative.
But now she's learning to be kinder.
Another example, if you change your mindset about mistakes,
You can enjoy learning more. Next word, overwhelm.
overwhelm is that heavy feeling when everything feels too much.
Too many thoughts, too many tasks, and you don't know where to start.
For example, I feel overwhelmed when I have too many messages.
Or, learning English shouldn't feel overwhelming every day.
Next, progress.
Progress means moving forward,
Even in small steps,
not perfection.
just movement.
For example, listening to one podcast is progress.
Or don't wait for perfect. Celebrate progress.
Next, word, clarity.
Clarity means your mind feels clear.
You understand what to do.
The opposite is confusion.
For example, writing helps me get clarity.
Or after we talked, I had clarity.
Next, spiral.
A spiral is when something goes in circles.
And gets worse.
A thought spiral is when one bad thought becomes many.
For example, I made one mistake, and my mind went into a spiral.
Or when you notice a spiral, pause and breathe.
Next phrase, beat yourself up.
It means being very hard on yourself
Being unkind to yourself.
because of a mistake.
For example, she beats herself up over small errors.
Or you don't need to beat yourself up, just learn from it.
Next, light bulb moment.
This is a moment of understanding.
Like a light turning on in your mind.
Suddenly you get it.
For example, I had a light bulb moment.
I realized my inner voice was the problem.
Or, one sentence can give you a light bulb moment. Next, at the end of the day.
This means what really matters.
After everything else.
For example, at the end of the day, your mental health matters more than perfection.
Or, how you talk to yourself matters most. Next, step out of your comfort zone.
This means trying something new,
Something a little scary.
but safe. For example, speaking English with a stranger is stepping out of your comfort zone.
Or, you don't grow if you stay comfortable. Next phrase, carry the world on your shoulders.
This means feeling heavy, like you have too many problems.
Too much responsibility.
For example, he feels like he's carrying the world.
Or, you don't have to carry everything alone. Next, shut down.
This means you stop talking or reacting.
Because you feel stressed or hurt.
For example, he shut down after they laughed.
Or, some students shut down when teachers are harsh. Next, build up.
This means growing slowly,
Little by little.
over time,
For example, daily habits build confidence.
or keeping promises builds self-trust.
Next, hold back.
This means stopping yourself.
Because of fear or doubt. For example, fear holds her back from speaking.
Or don't let your past hold you back.
Next, show up.
This means being present,
And trying.
even if you feel scared.
For example, you showed up today. That matters.
Or you don't need to be perfect, just show up.
Last one, bounce back.
This means recovering
After something difficult.
and becoming strong again.
For example, she rested and bounced back.
Or a kind voice helps you bounce back faster.
If you like, choose 2 or 3 words and write your own sentences.
In the comments.
It's a great way to practice.
And grow your vocabulary.
And remember, you don't need to learn everything today.
Just keep these words in your mind.
Slowly,
They will become natural.
we're really happy you spent this time with us.
Take care of your English.
And take care of your inner voice.
This is Brian,
And this is Mary.
and you've been listening to the It's English podcast.
Bye.
And remember, your progress doesn't stop here.
Keep listening
Keep practicing.
and keep growing.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you so much for learning with us today. Don't forget to keep practicing, and I will see you in our next lesson.